well, later on tonight, obviously. It's been quite a night. I'm about to fly to Denver, so I can help my mom out because she's having emergency surgery right now. But she's doing all right. It was just a gallbladder issue. So I wanted to talk about dumping syndrome and the diet and such after surgery. So my diet mainly consists of Premier protein shakes right now. They have about 30 grams of protein per drink. And I will go in the kitchen and show you, and I will yank these things off so I'm not jingling. So the Premier shakes are fairly yummy. Whoop, to me. Sorry about that. To me, they're pretty yummy. I know a lot of people think that they taste kind of chalky, but these are them. So I get the chocolate and the vanilla. I like the taste. It's not bad. And then I get them from BJ's. So I got about a 4-month supply right there. Yeah, so they do me well for my protein count. And then on top of that, I can have 3 2-ounce meals per day. And those right now are pureed food. So I do soft things like tuna fish or chicken salad or, now I haven't made it with mayonnaise yet, so I'm not sure how I will tolerate those. One thing that I've noticed I do not tolerate is fried food. And I learned that the hard way, thinking that sweet potato fries would be okay, but no. So speaking of dumping syndrome, so the first time I experienced what I think might have been dumping syndrome was when I had just gotten out of surgery and I was itching. My incisions were just like really badly itching. So I took liquid Benadryl, which is what my doctor told me to take. However, they put sucrose in Benadryl for some odd reason. So that I took it, I immediately felt sick to my stomach, and it was just not fun. But it knocked me out, so I didn't really care after that. So I didn't take that again. And then the only other time that I've experienced what I think is dumping syndrome, and it's different for everybody, so that's why I say I think it was dumping syndrome. But the only other time was a couple weeks ago? No, it was like the end of March. So March 29th through 31st-ish. No. Anyway, doesn't matter. 29th through April 2nd, I was in California for a work trip. And yes, I flew just about 5 weeks after surgery. And that was fun. And I'm about to do it again. But it was fine. It was very stressful in terms of finding things to be able to eat. Hummus is your friend. But yeah, I couldn't find my protein shakes. I had to go to Walmart and get like a bag of chocolate protein and then try to find some Fairlife milk. And it was a little bit just out of my element right now. And I wish that I did not have to have done that right so close after surgery. Not because of any pain or anything, but just because it's really difficult to keep on a regimen as it is. And then to have to alter that by being somewhere that's not home was a little tough. But I got through it and it was fine. And I'm still losing weight. I'm still sticking to the diet for the most part. There are some times when I skip meals, and I know I shouldn't do that. And it is hard to get in all the water that you have to drink. So I need to be more proactive and more intentional, about doing that. But I digress. So I went to a karaoke bar in LA while I was there because I love karaoke. And I felt bad for just sitting at a table and not ordering anything. And the server kept coming up and being like, hey, what can I get you? Are you doing okay? So I'm like, all right, let me see your menu. So I knew I couldn't have any alcoholic beverages. And I knew if I ordered something, then I would not be able to drink anything because you have to wait 30 minutes before eating to drink and after eating to drink. So I looked in the menu and I saw sweet potato fries. I thought, okay, that doesn't sound so bad. Let me try those. And she brought them and they were yummy. I had maybe 3 sweet potato fries, and they're not like the thick ones. They were like the shoestring fries. I had 3, and then the pain came. and it was like something stuck right in here, and it was like kind of like heartburn, but also it felt like I had to throw up and I couldn't, and I'm like, do I need to burp? Like, what's going on? And so I was like, all right, can I just sit here and let it pass? Ouch. Ouch. I think I might have to go to the hospital. Apparently I overreact a lot. So I was like, nope, this is not staying down. So after about 3 minutes, I stood up and I went to go to the bathroom. Well, there was a line because it's the ladies' bathroom. There's always a line. So I got to the line and I'm standing there and I'm like, this is not going to wait. This is not going to wait. So I literally, this is so gross. I just went like this and it came out into my hands. And thankfully there was a guy who was standing waiting for his girlfriend or something. And so he pulls a trash can out and like, here. So I emptied it into the trash can and it was done. It was very foamy. So it wasn't like acid-like vomit usually is, but it was very foam-like, and I've heard people refer to the foamies, as in when you can't tolerate food. So maybe that was it. I don't know. I'm still kind of feeling everything out. But that was the worst case that I've gotten. I have gotten that blocked feeling before after that, when I ate pepperoni. And I was chewing it up really, really well, but I think it's the grease from the pepperoni, because I also experienced it when I was trying to eat a sausage link at a breakfast that I was attending for work. So eggs are fine. Eggs are great. They don't have this reaction, but the sausage did. I've eaten bacon and bacon was fine. So I'm not really sure why, but maybe it was just really well cooked and crispy and that was why. But anyway, I know it's not technically a mushy food, but I kind of figure if I masticate it enough in my mouth and it becomes like mush, as long as it's not seeds and sharp things that can, I think the reason they put you on mushy foods is because you have stitches that are healing. So you don't want anything that's going to grab at those stitches and potentially rip them. So for the most part, I stay on mushies. I have deviated some, just depending on where I am and what is available to me. Most of the time I can just decline food and it's fine. Again, I shouldn't skip meals because I do want to feed my metabolism and I do want to make this work. I did not have the surgery to mess it up. So I am aware that I'm not being perfect and that, I am talking to you. Maybe you're thinking of having the surgery and don't take what I do, but do what your doctor says. So that's the gist of it. That's about dumping and that's about the diet. So my diet goes, pre-op was 2 weeks of liquids and they were protein shakes and clear liquids. So no milk products unless they allowed us to have 1 glass of milk a day to get calcium and potassium and stuff. So we could have milk or banana. So that was the pre-op diet for 2 weeks. It was also to shrink the liver. And then the post-op diet was clear liquids for 2 weeks again. And then after that, you get a week of full liquids, which includes yogurts, puddings, milk products, etc. And then, and also cream of wheat, which I had never had before, and it was interesting. But yeah. And then after that, I get to go on mushy foods. And so that's what I'm on now is the pureed foods. And that's for 6 weeks, and then I get to go to regular foods. So I'm looking forward to that. I was supposed to have a follow-up with my doctor this Friday, but obviously I'm going to be in Colorado with my mom, so I hope that they will do a phone consultation. If not, then I will see them after Easter. Okay, well, my phone's going to die, and I don't want to lose the videos, so thank you so much for watching, and please comment and message me if you have any questions. Thanks.